welcome to the deep dive. It's a new year, and while everyone else is talking, resolutions and predictions and, all that, we are going to do something a little more, I don't want to put this a little off.
Offbeat, I like that.
A little strange, a little out there. So think of it as our own little cabinet of curiosities.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, so we have a collection of bizarre news stories, all from January 1st, 2025.
Wow.
Just to kick off the year.
Okay.
And we've pulled these stories from global news sources just to give you an idea of what a strange world we live in.
I love it.
Yeah, so we got to give you a little taste of what we've got in store.
Okay, hit me.
So we've got a condom buying spree in India.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
90-year-old woman trying pizza for the very first time.
Oh, wow.
Elon Musk's new bizarre online persona.
He's always up to something.
Always. And maybe even a possible alien sighting.
You've got to be kidding me.
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah. So we wanted to start the year off with something lighthearted.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, a little break from the usual doom and gloom of the news.
It's a nice change of pace.
So buckle up.
Okay.
Because we're diving headfirst into the weird and wonderful world of January 1st, 2025.
Let's go.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about this condom craze in India.
Okay.
So Blinkit, this is a popular delivery service over there.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
But they reported a massive surge in condom deliveries.
Really?
On New Year's Day.
Okay.
Like a huge surge, over 122,000 packs.
Wow, that's a lot of condoms.
Right.
Yeah.
It's wild. So, of course, the CEO, Albinder Dinso, he had to tweet about it.
What did he say?
Yeah, well, he said, and I quote, "Happy New Year, India. We delivered over 122,000 packs of condoms on Blinkit on 1st Jan. Seems like everyone's getting a head start on the resolutions this year."
Okay, that's pretty funny.
I know, right?
He seems to have a sense of humor about it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So what do you think is behind this sudden increase? Is it just a reflection of, people being optimistic about the new year, or do you think there's something else going on?
Well, I mean, New Year's Eve is a time for celebration.
Sure,
and
yeah.
sometimes that celebration leads to, well,
Intimacy?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Plus, you have to consider Blinkit's marketing, right? I mean, they're known for their clever campaigns.
That's true. They always seem to be on top of trends.
Exactly. So maybe they tapped into that New Year's Eve energy somehow,
Interesting. So you're thinking it could be a combination of factors then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that makes sense.
A little bit of celebration, a little bit of marketing magic.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's move on to a more heartwarming story.
Okay. I'm ready for something sweet.
Okay, so this one is about a 90-year-old woman.
90.
90 years old.
Okay.
And she finally tried pizza for the first time.
Really? 90 years old and never had pizza before?
Apparently not.
I mean, wow. That's incredible.
I know. It makes you wonder what took her so long.
Seriously, what circumstances led to her first pizza experience at 90? It's a mystery.
It is, right?
It's kind of heartwarming, though,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's never too late to try new things.
Exactly. That's a good lesson for all of us.
It is, for sure.
Okay, well, let's shift gears a bit.
Okay, what's next?
So we have not one, but two incidents.
Two?
Two separate incidents of Lego displays collapsing.
Collapsing? What do you mean?
Yeah, so these massive, elaborate Lego displays, they just came crashing down.
Oh, no.
I know, and get this. One of them happened during a New Year's Eve balloon drop at an arcade.
You're kidding?
Nope.
Oh, wow, so people got hurt.
Yeah, there were some minor injuries.
That's wild. I mean, you wouldn't think Legos could be so dangerous.
Right. It's like the irony of these supposedly harmless toys causing chaos during a celebration.
It's kind of funny in a way.
Yeah. You have to laugh a little, but it's also a reminder to be aware of our surroundings, even when we're, caught up in the moment.
That's true. You never know what might come crashing down.
Exactly. All right. Well, now, for a story with a little bit more history.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
So, believe it or not, the Goodyear Blump.
The blimp?
The blimp, it turned 100 this year.
100 years. Wow, that thing's been around forever.
No, right? A whole century of floating through the air.
It's pretty iconic.
It is. So to celebrate this milestone, Goodyear is planning a massive tour.
A tour?
Yeah, they're going to hit over 100 cities, make appearances at events, and even offer passenger flights.
Passenger flights?
Yeah, can you imagine?
That would be amazing.
Right.
Yeah, to get to ride in that thing.
I know, it's like a piece of Americana.
It is. It's amazing how a brand like that can stay relevant for an entire century.
Yeah, it really is. But, speaking of unexpected events.
Okay, go on.
There was a report about a man slapping strangers.
Slapping strangers?
Yeah, and get this, he called it an unconventional attempt to combat depression.
Wait, hold on. You're saying he was slapping people to cure his depression?
That seems to be the gist of it, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty out there.
It is, and it's obviously not the way to deal with mental health issues.
No, absolutely not. Violence is never the answer.
Exactly. It's important to remember that.
Yeah, if you're struggling with depression or any other mental health concern, please seek professional help.
Yes, please do. There are resources available to help.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure we were clear on that.
Of course. Well, on a slightly lighter note,
Okay.
there was a video that surfaced of someone confronting Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
Trudeau.
Yeah, while he was on a ski vacation.
Oh, wow. So like a random person just walked up to him.
Pretty much, it seems like it.
That's gotta be tough, being a public figure and all.
Yeah, I mean, even on vacation, you're never really off the clock.
Especially with social media these days, everyone's got a camera.
That's true. It really blurs the lines between public and private life.
Yeah. Something to think about.
All right, well, let's move on to our next story.
Okay, what do we have?
This one involves musician Diplo,
Diplo. As in the DJ.
the one and only.
What did he do?
Well, he admitted to being on LSD during CNN's New Year's Eve live broadcast.
He was on acid. On live TV.
Apparently so.
You've got to be kidding me.
Nope, that's what he said.
Wow, that's a bold move.
It is for sure. Some people are calling it reckless, while others see it as a form of rebellion against, the mainstream media.
Yeah, I can see both sides of that argument.
It definitely makes you think.
For sure.
Okay, well, speaking of unexpected behavior.
I have a feeling I know where this is going.
Oh, you do?
Elon Musk, right?
You got it.
What did he do now?
Well, he decided to ring in the new year by changing his X persona.
His what?
His X persona, his profile on X.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so he changed it to Kikius Maximus.
Kikius Maximus. What the heck is that supposed to mean?
Your guess is as good as mine. And to top it off, he changed his profile picture to the Pepe the Frog meme.
You're serious?
Completely serious.
That's so bizarre.
I know, right?
What's he trying to do?
Well, some think it's a cryptic message.
Okay.
Others think it's just a nod to internet culture, but honestly, who knows?
It wouldn't be the first time he's done something weird online.
That's for sure.
It's like he enjoys keeping everyone guessing.
Yeah, he definitely likes to stir the pot.
That he does.
Sadly, not all of our stories are as quirky.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there was a fireworks explosion in Honolulu.
Fireworks explosion.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. 2 people were killed.
Oh, gosh, that's terrible.
It is, and 10 others were injured.
Wow, it's a reminder that fireworks can be really dangerous.
They can, especially when they're not handled properly.
Yeah, safety first, folks.
Absolutely. Well, let's shift gears now to something completely different.
Okay, I'm ready for a change of pace.
So astronomers have managed to locate the origin of a fast radio burst.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they actually pinpointed where one of these mysterious signals came from.
You're talking about those FRBs, those crazy, powerful bursts of radio waves.
The very same.
I remember we talked about those a while back. I had no idea we were even close to figuring out where they came from.
Well, it was a huge breakthrough.
It must be. What does this mean for our understanding of these bursts?
Well, now that we know where one came from,
Okay.
we can start to study the environment that produced it.
Right.
And that could give us clues about what triggers these bursts in the first place.
So it's like a puzzle piece finally falling into place.
Exactly. It's a big step forward in our understanding of the universe.
That's amazing.
It's so, unfortunately, we have to go back to a more tragic story.
Oh, no. What happened?
There was a shooting at a restaurant in Cetinje, Montenegro.
A shooting?
Yeah, 10 people were killed.
Oh, wow. That's awful.
It is. It's just a senseless act of violence.
It's a reminder that even on a day meant for new beginnings, tragedy can strike.
That's true. You never know what tomorrow will bring.
It's a sobering thought.
It is. Okay, well, let's end this segment on a slightly more mysterious note.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
So there's this viral video going around.
A video?
Yeah, and it shows what appear to be human-like figures standing on clouds.
What? Like walking on clouds?
Yeah, kind of. It's hard to describe.
So are we talking aliens here?
Well, some people think so.
Okay.
Others say it's just a trick of the light or an unusual cloud formation.
It's hard to say without seeing the video myself.
It is pretty strange.
It's definitely intriguing.
It is, and it sparked a lot of debate about, the possibility of extraterrestrial life.
People love a good alien mystery.
They do, and this one is definitely a head-scratcher.
I bet.
Okay, so one last story before we wrap up this first part.
Okay, hit me.
This one involves Ivanka Trump.
Okay.
So she caused a bit of a stir with a social media post.
What did she post?
Well, it was a retrospective of her 2024 highlights.
Okay.
But the thing is, it included a series of bikini photos.
Bikini photos,
That's interesting.
It sparked a debate about what's considered appropriate for someone with her family's political background to share on social media.
I can see how that would be controversial.
Right.
Yeah, some people might see it as being too provocative.
Exactly. While others might applaud her confidence and body positivity.
Yeah, it's a complex issue.
It is, for sure, and it really highlights the intersection of social media, public figures, and societal expectations.
It's a tough line to walk about it.
It is, for sure, and that's where we'll leave things for this first part of our deep dive into the bizarre news stories from the first day of 2025.
Wow, what a wild ride.
I know, right? But we're just getting started.
I can't wait to see what else we uncover.
Me neither. So stay tuned, folks, because we'll be back with more strange and surprising stories from the world of January 1st, 2025.
Yeah, it really is a fascinating dilemma, isn't it? How social media has kind of changed the rules of engagement for everybody.
It really has. But, taking a step back from that specific story,
Sure.
what kind of overall picture do you see emerging from all of these bizarre news stories that we've talked about so far?
That's a good question. Well, I think it's a real blend of lightheartedness and seriousness,
Okay.
kind of reflecting the world's inherent duality, I guess you could say.
Dualities.
Yeah,
Okay.
like you see these moments of, joy and celebration, but then right alongside them you have tragedy and violence and, even on a day that's typically associated with hope and new beginnings.
New Year's Day.
Exactly. You still see that, the unexpected can happen.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's a good reminder that life is full of contradictions,
Yeah, it is. And speaking of the human experience,
Okay.
that story about the 90-year-old woman trying pizza for the first time,
Oh, yeah.
that one really resonated with me.
It's a good one.
What do you think it says about us as a species?
Well, I think it's a real testament to our resilience,
Okay.
our adaptability and our capacity for joy, even in the face of adversity.
Yeah, I like that.
It's like a reminder that age is just a number,
Uh-huh.
and it's never too late to embrace those new experiences.
Yeah, never too late to try pizza.
Exactly. And, there's another theme that kind of emerges from these stories,
Okay, with that.
the power of technology.
Okay, so you're not just talking about Elon Musk and his online shenanigans.
Well, him too, but I'm thinking more broadly,
Right.
We see technology being used for both good and bad, and sometimes even in the same story.
Right, like a double-edged sword?
Exactly. On the one hand, it connects us.
Yeah.
It lets us share information, It helps us make these amazing scientific discoveries.
It's like pinpointing the origin of a fast radio burst.
Exactly. But then on the other hand, it can be used to spread misinformation,
Right.
incite violence, invade our privacy.
Yeah. It's a lot to grapple with.
It really is. And I think it's important to remember both sides of that, as we continue to navigate this increasingly digital world.
Couldn't agree more. But, just to lighten the mood for a second,
Sure.
I have to admit, I'm still kind of chuckling about those Lego collapses.
Oh, yeah.
Like, who knew those little plastic bricks could cause so much chaos?
It's amazing, isn't it? And also a little bit of a testament to the people who build those displays.
Oh, yeah. How's
But
that?
I mean, the creativity and ingenuity to build something like that out of Legos, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, you got a point.
I just wonder if they ever imagined their creations would end up in the news because they fell apart.
I'm sure they didn't, but hey, it's all part of life's rich tapestry, right?
That it is, the unexpected is always lurking around the corner.
It is, which is both exciting and a little terrifying.
Totally agree. Well, speaking of interesting,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on Diplo's LSD confession?
Oh, man, that's a tough one.
Right. Like, was it a publicity stunt?
Yeah.
Just a moment of reckless abandon? Or something else entirely?
Honestly, I have no idea.
It's hard to say what was going on in his head.
It is, but it does make you wonder about, the state of entertainment these days.
How so?
Well, it seems like there's this constant need to push the boundaries
Uh-huh.
to be outrageous, just to grab people's attention.
Yeah, it's the attention economy.
Right. With so much content out there, you have to do something pretty wild to stand out.
I guess so. It makes you wonder what it will take to capture people's attention in the future.
Yeah. What's next?
Who knows? Maybe we'll all be confessing to tripping on live TV.
Let's hope not.
But for now, let's just appreciate the absurdity of it all, right?
Yeah. Life is a strange and wonderful journey.
It really is full of unexpected twists and turns.
Absolutely well said. And as we continue our deep dive into these bizarre news stories from January 1st, 2025,
Okay.
let's keep our minds open to, all the possibilities, the contradictions, the sheer randomness of it all.
I love that because amidst the chaos, there are some really valuable lessons to be learned.
Absolutely. And that's what the deep dive is all about. You know, it's funny, isn't it? How these like seemingly random and bizarre news stories can spark these like really deep conversations.
It's true. It's like they hold up a mirror to society in a way, you know?
Yeah, reflecting all our hopes and fears and contradictions.
Absolutely. They give us a glimpse into the collective psyche of our times.
Exactly. And sometimes they even like challenge our assumptions about the world.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like that video with the figures on the clouds.
Oh, right.
It really makes you question what you believe and how you interpret the unknown.
It's a good reminder that reality can be a lot stranger than fiction.
It can, and that there's still so much we don't know about the universe.
Oh, absolutely. We're just scratching the surface.
It's both humbling and exciting at the same time.
I agree. It's like there's this whole universe of mysteries just waiting to be solved.
And speaking of mysteries,
Yeah,
it's fascinating how technology is woven into so many of these stories.
it really is.
From Elon Musk's online transformation to the discovery of that fast radio burst.
It's clear that technology is shaping our world in some pretty profound ways.
Yeah, for better and for worse.
Exactly. It's a powerful tool.
It is, but it's up to us to use it wisely.
Couldn't agree more. But, just to lighten things up for a moment,
Sure.
I gotta admit, I'm still kind of fascinated by that condom buying spree in India.
Oh yeah, me too. It's just so unexpected.
Been so human.
Right. Like in the midst of all these global events and technological advancements,
Our basic human needs and desires still shine through.
it's a good reminder to not take ourselves too seriously.
Absolutely. Life is too short to be anything but amused by the absurdity of it all.
Well said. So, as we wrap up our deep dive into these bizarre news stories,
Yeah.
any final thoughts?
Embrace the unexpected, question your assumptions, and never lose your sense of wonder.
Love it. And for our listeners out there, if you ever find yourself feeling overwhelmed by all the seriousness in the world,
Yeah,
just remember, there's always a story out there that will make you laugh.
that's true.
Scratch your head and marvel at the strangeness of it all.
So stay curious, keep exploring, and until next time, happy diving.
And remember, reality is often stranger than fiction. So keep your eyes open for the bizarre and unexpected. You never know what you might discover.